These are 3 car cooling system checks that can save you thousands of dollars. Yet 40% of roadside breakdowns still happen because most DIY mechanics and car owners skip them. We're talking about engine overheating prevention, the difference between a $15 fix and a $15,000 catastrophe. Whether you're driving a Honda Civic, Toyota Camry, or Ford F-150, when your engine overheats, you're not just looking at downtime. You're staring down warped engine blocks, seized pistons, and repair bills that can reach $22,000. Meanwhile, the parts that prevent these disasters cost less than $100 combined. The problem isn't the parts, it's that most people don't know how to properly check them. I've spent years analyzing automotive maintenance protocols, and the data tells a clear story. Unplanned breakdowns now average between $500 and $850 per day per vehicle, up 12% from just last year. But here's what's really shocking. Most of these breakdowns vanish completely, with 3 simple checks that take less than an hour to complete. Let me show you exactly what professional mechanics know that everyone else misses. Your typical car engine operates between 195 and 220 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a narrow window, and when things go wrong, they go wrong fast. According to the American Transportation Research Institute's 2024 report, 40% of roadside breakdowns trace directly back to coolant system failures. Think about that for a second. Nearly half of all the cars broken down on the highway right now could be running if their cooling systems were properly maintained. But here's where it gets interesting. The 3 checks I'm about to show you can prevent up to 80% of these failures. We're talking about radiator cap pressure testing, thermostat function verification, and coolant chemical analysis following TMCRP 365 specifications. These aren't complicated procedures, but they require specific knowledge that most mechanics simply don't have. The cost difference is staggering. A radiator cap costs $5, a thermostat costs $15, proper coolant testing costs maybe $20. Compare that to the cost of a warped engine block at $5,500 or complete engine seizure at $22,000. The math isn't just compelling, it's overwhelming. Let's start with the radiator cap pressure test. This is the most overlooked check in all of automotive maintenance, and it's also the most critical. Most mechanics check coolant level, but they completely ignore cap function. That's a massive mistake, because the radiator cap isn't just a lid, it's a precision pressure valve that maintains the entire cooling system's integrity. Car radiator caps operate between 13 and 18 psi. When that cap fails, 3 things happen almost immediately. First, coolant starts boiling at a lower temperature, because reduced pressure drops the boiling point. Second, your engine overheats because boiling coolant can't effectively transfer heat. Third, continuous overheating starts cracking engine components. Here's the test that can save your engine. You need a radiator pressure tester. Tools like the STANT 12270 or OTC 4207 work perfectly. These simple hand pump tools attach where the cap normally sits. Pump it up to match the pressure rating printed on your cap, typically between 13 and 18 psi. Then wait 20 to 30 minutes. If the system holds pressure for at least 1 minute, your cap functions correctly. If pressure drops, you've got a leak somewhere in the system. If the cap releases pressure too early or too late, replace it immediately. But here's the visual clue most people miss: streaming trails on the outside of the radiator cap. Those trails prove that water is boiling off, which means your cap isn't maintaining proper pressure. You'll also want to check the cap seal for damage and make sure the pressure-maintaining spring isn't broken. The most common failure I see is radiator hose collapse caused by vacuum issues from a faulty cap. When the cap can't maintain proper pressure, hoses collapse under vacuum, coolant flow stops, and your engine overheats. A $5 cap failure becomes a $5,500 engine rebuild. Now let's talk about thermostats. This is where things get really interesting, because thermostats stay completely invisible until they fail catastrophically. Juliana Petrosky from Southwest Auto puts it perfectly. Thermostat failure is a very common repair, and one you are likely to see on most vehicles, especially older and higher mileage ones. The statistics back this up. Thermostats typically last around 80,000 to 100,000 miles, but they can fail after just 10 years regardless of mileage. Here's how a thermostat works. Initially, the valve stays closed, blocking coolant flow so your engine can heat up quickly. Once the engine reaches between 190 and 210 degrees, the thermostat opens fully, allowing hot coolant to flow through the radiator where it cools down. When thermostats fail, they usually fail in the closed position. This means coolant never reaches the radiator, your engine overheats rapidly, and you're looking at severe damage. We're talking cylinder head warping, head gasket failure, and complete engine seizure. The diagnostic test is surprisingly simple. With your engine running and warmed up, carefully feel the upper and lower radiator hoses. Both should feel warm if the thermostat is working correctly. If the upper hose is hot but the lower hose is cold, your thermostat is stuck closed. If both hoses stay cold, it might be stuck open. A stuck open thermostat won't cause overheating, but it will prevent your engine from reaching proper operating temperature, which reduces efficiency and increases wear. A stuck closed thermostat is an emergency. It will destroy your engine in minutes. The economics are brutal. You can buy a replacement thermostat for $15 to $80. Professional installation runs $200 to $500. But if that thermostat sticks closed and you keep driving, you're looking at repairs well into 4 figures and can get up into 5 figures on some luxury vehicles, according to Petrosky. Think about it this way. A $15 part and 30 minutes of labor can prevent $15,000 in engine damage. Yet most car maintenance protocols completely ignore thermostat function testing. The third check is coolant chemical analysis, and this is where most mechanics make their biggest mistake. They look at the coolant, see that it's the right color, and assume everything is fine. That's like judging a book by its cover. Color tells you absolutely nothing about coolant effectiveness. Visual inspection alone is completely insufficient. Coolant color is just dye added to the mixture. What you really need to know is glycol concentration, pH level, and contamination status. Modern cars use either extended life coolant, ELC, or organic additive technology, OAT, coolants. Brands like Prestone, Peak, and Xerox each have specific formulations that shouldn't be mixed. Professional labs use refractometers like the Milwaukee MA887 or X-Tech RF15 to check the balance of glycol and water. You want to maintain 40 to 60% glycol concentration for optimal freeze and boil protection in automotive applications. You also need to maintain pH between 8 and 11 for proper corrosion protection. Here's what most people don't understand. Coolant doesn't just transfer heat. It also prevents corrosion throughout your cooling system. When pH drops below 8, you get rapid corrosion of metal components. When it rises above 11, you get seal degradation and gasket failures. The contamination indicators are critical. Brown fluid usually means rust is present, or that 2 different coolant types have been mixed. A milky appearance indicates oil contamination, often from head gasket or oil cooler failure. Metal particles or debris indicate component wear that requires immediate attention. But here's the really sophisticated part: supplemental coolant additives, or SCAs. These additives gradually deplete over time, leading to cylinder liner pitting and cavitation damage. Visual inspection will never catch this. You need actual chemical analysis to monitor SCA levels. Lab testing provides comprehensive benchmarks that field testing simply can't match. Test strip kits and handheld refractometers can be incorrectly used, giving false readings. Professional lab analysis eliminates human error and provides precise measurements of every critical parameter. The cost-benefit analysis is remarkable. Lab testing costs about $20 per sample. Cylinder liner pitting from inadequate SCA protection can cost thousands to repair. Cavitation damage occurs when ineffective coolant allows air bubbles that literally eat holes in your engine components. Now let me show you how to integrate these 3 checks into a maintenance schedule that actually prevents failures instead of just reacting to them. Daily checks should include coolant level verification and visual inspection for leaks. You're looking for streaming, puddles, or any signs of coolant loss. This takes maybe 2 minutes during your pre-trip inspection. Weekly checks expand to overall cooling system functionality. Check belt tension, fan operation, and hose condition. If any hose feels spongy, sticky, or shows cracks, replace it immediately. Monthly maintenance includes detailed coolant level checks and topping off as necessary. Remember, if you're constantly adding coolant, you have a leak somewhere that needs immediate attention. Here's where it gets serious: quarterly deep dives. Every 3 months, perform all 3 critical checks. Pressure test the radiator cap, verify thermostat function, and conduct chemical analysis of your coolant. This 45-minute investment can save you thousands. Semi-annual maintenance includes serpentine belt inspection and potential coolant system flushing. Most cooling systems benefit from complete flushing every 2 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. It's based on failure patterns analyzed across thousands of vehicles. Digital maintenance tracking apps that monitor these intervals have reduced maintenance costs by 30% compared to traditional paper-based systems. Let me tell you about the 4 most expensive mistakes I see in car maintenance, because avoiding these can literally save your bank account. Mistake number 1. Only checking coolant level, not quality. Car owners constantly top off coolant without testing its chemical properties. You can have a full reservoir of completely ineffective coolant that will let your engine overheat under load. Mistake number 2. Using tap water in emergencies. Water is acceptable if coolant isn't available, but never use tap water. Tap water contains minerals that create scale buildup inside your engine, radiator, and heater core. This scale acts as insulation, preventing effective heat transfer. Use only distilled or bottled water. Mistake number 3. Mixing coolant types. Different coolant formulations can react with each other, creating precipitates that clog your cooling system. If you're not certain which type you're using, add water temporarily instead of guessing on coolant compatibility. Mistake number 4. Ignoring minor leaks. Small coolant leaks become big problems fast. A minor weep can indicate seal degradation that's about to become catastrophic failure. Address every leak immediately, no matter how small. The coolant maintenance landscape has changed dramatically in the past few years. Nearly 30% of new radiator hose models launched in 2024 incorporate smart sensor coatings or temperature monitoring capabilities. These hoses can provide real-time feedback about cooling system performance. Belt technology has also evolved significantly. The old method of visual inspection and tension gauges is virtually obsolete. Modern belts made from ethylene propylene diene monomer can last 100,000 miles or more, but they require specialized gauges for proper assessment. Digital maintenance tracking systems now monitor service intervals automatically, reducing missed services and improving accountability. Car owners using digital maintenance apps have reduced repair costs by 30% compared to static document systems. The integration of predictive analytics means you can identify cooling system problems before they cause failures. Temperature trending, pressure monitoring, and chemical analysis data combine to create comprehensive system health pictures. Here's the complete professional protocol that separates mechanics who prevent problems from those who just fix them after they break. Start with a 5-minute cooling system check, visual inspection for leaks from hoses, clamps, and the radiator cap. Verify coolant level at the fill line. If it's below the line, you're definitely losing coolant somewhere. Check hose condition by feeling for soft spots, stickiness, or visible cracks. Inspect the cap for damage, discoloration, or debris on the seal. For quarterly deep dives, allocate 30 to 45 minutes. Pressure test the radiator cap according to the procedure I outlined earlier. Test thermostat function using the hose temperature method. Conduct chemical analysis of coolant, checking pH, glycol concentration, and contamination levels. Inspect radiator fins for debris or damage that could reduce airflow by up to 35%. Check the water pump for leaks at the weep hole. This is often the first sign of impeller wear. The key insight is that these checks work together. A failing radiator cap affects system pressure, which impacts thermostat function, which changes coolant flow patterns, which alters chemical breakdown rates. You can't just check one component in isolation. The stakes have never been higher. Unplanned repair costs have increased 12% in just the past year due to inflation and supply chain pressures. Parts availability is tighter, labor costs are rising, and downtime tolerance is shrinking. But the opportunity has never been greater either. Car owners who implement proper cooling system protocols are seeing dramatic reductions in roadside failures, maintenance costs, and operational disruptions. The technology exists to prevent virtually every cooling-related breakdown before it happens. The 3 checks I've shown you, radiator cap pressure testing, thermostat function verification, and coolant chemical analysis, represent the difference between reactive maintenance and predictive maintenance, between fixing problems and preventing them, between managing your car and mastering it. Remember, 40% of roadside breakdowns are coolant-related, and up to 80% of those are preventable with proper maintenance protocols. The parts cost less than $100 combined. The knowledge I've shared with you is free. The only question is whether you'll use it. Your engine is running right now at temperatures that would melt aluminum in seconds, cooled by systems that most people never properly inspect. Those systems are more sophisticated and more critical than ever before, but with the right knowledge and the right protocols, they're also more reliable than ever before. The choice is yours. Spend a few dollars in an hour preventing problems, or spend thousands of dollars in days fixing them. The data is clear, the methods are proven, and the results speak for themselves.